since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They will run for the first time here with White. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Buddy up. The mock boy, 56. Check, 56. Check.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got White here. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
Hey, seam 6.
Set was the mic.
Take 3. 218, chopper.
Check 26.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Costello. He's got Freeman here. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch the twist.
Hey! Rock it. Get it.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Charlie, 64, weak.
Kill, kill, kill.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
I got it.
Go. Hey, orbit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 1st and 10, Costello, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, Charlie.
56. 3 buzz.
Tight dog.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Blue down.
Now.
Motion backfield. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Danny.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Let's go.
Back to throw. Costello. He wants it all for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready. Forward Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you.
On second down now. It's White. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Redskins 0.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Yep.
Ringo.
Hey, exit.
56.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, zoom. 5.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Go.
Motion. 50,
Bravo.
56 is the Mike.
Hut.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
56 the Mike.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 15-yard line.
18, Gator.
It's our time. It's our time.
Smooth.
Off the play fake. Costello to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Yeah.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, Delta.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Get it.
From the gun, Costello. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. J.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They go with White on the counter. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, a run from White. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 5.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
47, Mike, 47.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
In your face.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Check three.
White's got a 1st down and more. And he cuts it right sideline. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. 1st down, Redskins.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54. 54 Mike. Here we go.
To throw again. Daniels. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Look at me.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
56, Mike, 56. Check.
Mike, 56.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Costello airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Protein spill. 5.
Here's Freeman. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right there, 56.
Let's go, defense.
Greystone, travel.
Man up, D.
Watch twist.
Hey, wahoo.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
I got it.
Dude.
Looking to throw. Costello. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. It's caught. This is White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Daniels. Here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Fielded at the 33. 21 yards. Well done on the return. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Cut, cut, cut.
Shift, shift.
Blue draw Corkers. Big difference.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Echo.
56. Mike's 56.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Focus, defense, focus.
56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Costello gets it off to Freeman. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Break.
56. Check 56. You remember me? You remember me?
Yep. 61. Matchbox lights.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Record. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Ready.
On 1st down, Costello. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Evans. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Here we go.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. He finds his target. It's Evans. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Daniels. And this is caught by Evans. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Go! Hey, Alpha! Hey, Jet!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You got it. You got it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
218, chop. Hey, exit.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Costello. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
19, Redskins 13.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Check 15, check 15.
Shift, shift.
Let go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch, switch, switch.
Shift, shift, shift.
Hey, Zoo. Look at me. Zipper. 5.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Bravo.
47 is the mic.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Down the double.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.